I ran down the hall, raced down the stairs, and turned the corner. I had a job to do. A single task, and I was gonna do it well. One task, with seemingly only two simple instructions. However, each had many parts few could hope to understand. Make myself and my mother a sandwich. I tore through the kitchen, threw open the refrigerator. Got good news and bad news. Good news is that everything is there. Bad news, there's a different block of cheese open. My father is very strict about never opening up another block of cheese, and there was one already open in the refrigerator. I had a solution. I called to my brothers, hoping earnestly they would respond. Harold and Jimmy. Yeah? Want a sandwich? Sure. Fools. They knew not that they were simply a means to an end. I placed 4 slices of bread onto the plate, then added 2 slices of cheese to each one. I threw the dastardly contraptions into a toaster. Sandwich making is an art, and that action was akin to dousing a bucket of paint on a canvas and calling it postmodernism. Everything about those sandwiches that I made was compromised. Too much cheese, dry bread, not even a pinch of spices to deepen the flavor. But of course, I wasn't interested in the actual integrity of their sandwiches, only that they freed up room for mine to be exalted, a task at which they excelled, and completed with perfection. The block of cheese I had used, cheddar, was finished, freeing me to use the far superior Monterey Jack. The main cheese of a sandwich can determine whether it is a success or not. Bad cheese can ruin the whole thing. Now I was free, I went for the best. I reached into the refrigerator and grabbed the second most important ingredient of the sandwich, the loaf of bread. Setting aside 3 pieces for each person, I make a bold move. A bold move for a bold sandwich. 3 pieces of bread. 3, an odd number, an odd sandwich. Defying convention, there's a part of my glorious masterpiece laying open, naked to the world. Contrast is essential. Shifting tastes and flavors to create. If everything is amazing, nothing will have that spark. Now to choose the meat. There are 2 open packages in the refrigerator, so there's no need to get through one. A package of turkey and a package of ham. Shying away from the ham, I grab 4 slices, and bring them back to my workstation. I put 2 slices each onto 2 of the pieces of bread, leaving the third untouched. I sliced 4 gloriously thick slices of Monterey Jack cheese, placed 2 slices each onto the turkey-laden loaves, and set it apart from the other ingredients. This is the sandwich for my mother. Amazing, yes, but far from perfection. She could not possibly appreciate the masterpiece I was to soon create anyway. I put the ensemble into my toaster oven. I turned the knob to toast, settings up to high, and let it rip. Now, it was time to finish my sandwich. I go back to the plate where I made my siblings' sandwiches. There on the plate were a few crumbs of cheddar. I had set them out from the rest of the sandwiches for a reason. I sprinkle them onto the slices of cheese on my sandwich, creating a bespeckled pattern of white and dots of orange. I then layer my creation with a sprinkle of pepper and prepare it for toasting. Cheddar is a horrible, despicable choice for an entire sandwich, but to add contrast, it is just what I need. Joy without misery is meaningless. As it has been said that variety is the spice of life. So it is with life, so it is with sandwiches. As I take in the wonderful smells from the sandwich toasting in the oven, I smell one thing. The thing no one ever wants to smell in a kitchen. Fire. Some of the cheese had dripped off and hit the burner. Flames rose in the toaster and it now unplugged away. I unplugged it away from the wall. Hastily rushing, I reached to save the sandwich. Running. Reaching rapidly for relief. The sandwich is put onto a plate. The oven is still on fire. I close the lid and let it die out, hoping. Starved of oxygen, it whimpers into nothingness. I look back at the sandwich, expecting to see a charred husk, a shell of greatness, a reminder of what could have been. I open my eyes toward it and see beauty. Sure, it's a little overdone, singed at the edges, crispy instead of full, but nothing like what I had feared. The sandwich was placed onto a plate and upward carried to my mother. I then cleared out the remaining embers of the toaster oven, plugged it back in, and put my sandwich inside. All that remains now is to wait. Wait the 6 requisite minutes to perfectly soften the cheese, brown the bread, warm the sandwich. Too short and it will be cold and flimsy. Too long and it will be seared and stiff. 6 minutes is perfect. Warm, soft, firm, stable, and homely. As I pull out the perfect sandwich, I realized with perfect joy and clarity what I had done. My eyes beheld something glorious, something that could be remembered for years to come. Double-layered, thick, melting cheese oozing off, toasted to perfection. The first time you partake of something is the best, the moment that sticks with you forever. The sandwich seemed to smile at me, inviting me in. I smiled back. I say one final phrase before I partake of the efforts of my own hands, the one truly crowning achievement of my 4-month-long sandwich-making career. I loaf you.